Hi, this is Alfie Whattam, London's technology recruiter and the host of the London Tech podcast. Today I'm joined by Umut. Thanks for joining us. Could you start by just telling us a little bit about yourself?
Thank you, Alfie. It's great to be here. This is Umut. I live in London and I'm originally from Turkey. I'm the co-founder and CTO of a football tech startup called Comparsonator and the founder of a digital media agency called UBZ Creative in London. And I'm happy to be here. I wish luck to the other contestants and expecting your cool questions.
Awesome. It
For me.
sounds like a talent show. Great. Well, what advice would you have for people that are just getting into the industry? You know, obviously you're the CTO of your own company, their tech journeys.
Mm-hmm. It's a common question that I face with nearly every day. I have lots of people, relatives, relatives of relatives, and friends that I met, and people who are keen to join the IT industry. Currently, every day a new technology appears, and you need to adapt to it if you don't want to fall behind. Like, do you code, Alfie?
Do I code a little bit, but not as much as you probably?
It's like when I started Comparsonator, I'm currently working in Comparsonator. I need to be talking about it, like mentioning it before I start answering your question. It's basically a tool that people who are working in the football clubs use to assess success of players and it's a part of the decision-making process of transfers. Every day a new technology appears. Like when I started Comparsonator, I didn't know the difference between let and const in JavaScript. I don't know if you, I asked if you know code because nowadays when I ask people if they know any coding language, it's basically JavaScript because right now it is a popular one.
Yeah.
When I started Comparsonator, I didn't know the difference between let and const, but the thing that taught me to made me keen to be in that industry is to learning those things and expanding your vision. Yes, I could do Visual Basic, C#, PHP, but I was barely able to use JS when I started it. And I learned on that project, and this project was my motivator to learn and explore things. I learned JavaScript, Mongo, Redis to be able to develop and design this program. But one day, we loaded our program with a huge data set to be able to work on multiple leads. Mm-hmm. I waited a minute for a simple query that day because I never needed to do such queries. I didn't know that I should enlarge my database horizontally. I needed to learn how to shard a database, how to deploy my code to virtual machines to be able to manage that catastrophic system. I learned Docker, Kubernetes, Azure DevOps, Amazon Web Services. Those are the things that you cannot learn at universities or the regular programs in the flow of your education.
Yeah.
Even especially if you have limited opportunities. I was lucky. I met with great people that supported me and made me a person in front of you, because life is about opportunities. You face trade-offs and you give up something to do other things. I personally, I didn't actually, but currently I'm studying in university. That's something, that's the path I choose. Like, I could go deeper and complete my courses, but I had an opportunity. This game offered me better things and offered me better education about my profession. So I chose that way. My only recommendation for new grads, juniors, sophomores, you name it, follow trends, get hands-on experience, follow, if you cannot find paid job opportunities, follow voluntarily working opportunities, learn working ethics. There's no way you can succeed without hands-on experience. Today is not a world of people who knows how to code. Today is the day of the ones who can write smart code, people who can solve problems. For example, on my LinkedIn profile, I don't say I write code. Everyone says they write code. It's not a big deal. I can solve problems. I solve problems for football people. This is something you can add value on. So you need to, I think for people who are keen to enter this industry, you need to teach yourself about those things, but sometimes you cannot learn those things by yourself. You need to have goals, tasks to complete, and problems to solve. And problems is where businesses come in life. They are solving problems.
Yeah.
And lastly, my golden advice to those who are interested to be in this industry is, it is never late. It doesn't matter how old are you. And if you are younger, this probably wouldn't worth your time. If you are young and in an environment you can enjoy your time, don't rush it. Complete your courses as appropriate. Take your time. I am personally regretting my path that I followed. It taught me a lot, but it costed a lot of things. So my first advice would be people to take your time, understand in which environment you are, and then you can find an internship or job that you can learn. But learning is the key. Learning doesn't stop when you are working in the IT industry. So the first thing that a new grad should think shouldn't be the money. They need to prioritize money over. They need to prioritize experience over the money. Then, if you learn to do cool stuff, you'll always be valuable.
Yeah, people. Absolutely. Well, that's a good advice, especially around getting hands-on experience as soon as possible. It's the best way to learn, obviously. Now, Umut, if you were to look into the future, are there any technologies which you're excited about and interested in, which you think will have a big impact on the future ahead?
Currently, for a tech person, you need to follow trends, and the current trend is machine learning and AI. There's a hype chart of I don't know of a company. I couldn't remember. Sorry, but there are hyping technologies. They come to life. They go up. People are using, and they go down. And a few of them survive. Some of them disappear. But AI and machine learning are one of the ones that are lucky and be valuable in the future. Currently, there's a new update, a new version of GPT-3, a machine learning algorithm that can speak of a person. Like you can ask questions to Einstein and get answers from it, from the tongue of Einstein. And if you wanted to write code, you just give directives to the program and it creates you a program. It's something that we can play with and that we can use in our real world, because today's jobs are the ones that we add meaning and value to the data.
Mm-hmm.
and processing data is the one that matters and is valuable. So we need to be able to automate it. Like, we need to be efficient. Efficiency is the key
Yes.
of economics, of your life, of your studies, everything. And the thing that will bring efficiency is machine learning and AI in today's world. Tomorrow, I can give you a different answer.
I think you're referring to the Gartner hype cycle, which is the chart which shows the
Yes.
different technologies. Yeah.
Yes, it is. I don't know if my camera is mirroring me. It might be this
Maybe.
side or this side, but yes, I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
hype cycle.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Umut, for your ideas and insights. It was really useful to hear what you had to say. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you to everybody for watching as well.
Thank you for having me, Alfie. You are such a great person. I wish you continue those things and have a bigger audience. You do something valuable. I am really fascinated by your work. Hope you continue.
Thank you. Appreciate it.